Today we're going to go ahead and do an unboxing of Xiaomi's new Redmi Note 2. Let's go ahead and do this, baby. Alright guys, so I've got this Redmi Note 2. I paid $159 at opomart.com, and this is called the Redmi Note 2. It comes with MTK Helio X10 processor. It's an octa-core processor. I don't actually really like it that much, but I figured I'd just give it a shot. This only cost me $160 for a phone. So, and also 2 gigs of memory, 1080p 5.5-inch screen, 3020 milliamp hour battery, 2.4, 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Specs look actually pretty good. For spending $160, you get all of that. Let's go ahead and unbox it here. And this is coming out. Boom shakalaka. All right, boom shakalaka. Let me go ahead and give you the phone here, right? And this is, folks, the Redmi Note 2. Wow. It's actually a pretty good form factor. I've got my Moto X Pure here that I just got. And the 5.5-inch screen is actually not that much smaller than a 5.7-inch screen. The form factor is actually about the same as Moto X Pure, around the same as Note 5, I would say, since it's the same size. So nice size. Let me go ahead and show you what's in the box. All right, we've got a cable. All right, don't need that. USB cable, adapter. Right, that is rated 5 volts, 2 amps for output. So pretty powerful adapter, very good for that. And inside his here manual, wow, it's all in Chinese. Man, we don't read it anyways. Everything's in Chinese. Ah. All right, that's pretty much it. Nothing else is in the box. No headphones or anything. For $160, is this phone worth it? We'll find out. So this is the Redmi Note 2. Let me go ahead and power it on for you guys. And boom shakalaka. Let me give you a quick field test while it's booting up. It just feels sort of like plasticky. It's not the most premium feel. It just feels like a rectangular box, the way it looks like. It's just a rectangular thing here. You got the camera up there. Speakers down here, MyUI logo there. And it's booting up. And it's got 3 buttons here. And it booted up here. Now I've actually played this around yesterday. I actually opened it before. Sorry, I got too excited. I was just playing around at night. But it's a pretty good phone. It runs the latest MyUI ROM. I'm actually used to using MyUI ROM because this phone actually started as a custom ROM, believe it or not, as a MyUI. And that company became Xiaomi, and then they started making these budget phones and taking over the world. I think they actually sell more of these than the Galaxy Note 5s. As you can see, it's got 2 gigs of RAM, 5.0.2, and there's a bunch of apps here, a lot of bloatware, which I don't like. Here's a bunch of recorder file. I mean, that's just part of MyUI. Let's actually go take a look at the back here. This actually is a back cover, and boom shakalaka. You've got battery here. Let me take it out for you. It's got a micro SD card slot and 2 micro SIM slots. I think that's micro SIM, I'm pretty sure. Or is that? Yeah, that should be 2 micro SIMs. So it's a dual SIM phone. I think this is the cheapest dual SIM phone you can buy. And let me go ahead and power it up for you guys. But for $160, you can't beat this, I think. It actually looks not bad for $160. I've seen some cheaper like Android devices and they're just not made right. But this one actually feels pretty good for $160. For the price of one Note 5, you could potentially get around 5 of these, or maybe 4 of these. Get a phone for your whole family. Now, one thing that's really annoying, the reason why this phone is so cheap, it has these built-in ads that's part of the phone. So you get these random ads that pop up like you see here, and you'll see here some kind of private policy and advertising terms. You know how Amazon does it with their Kindle tablets and phones? You can buy the cheaper version that has a bunch of ads, and basically you get these ads while you're using the phone. But I'm sure there's an easy way to disable it. You can use an app blocker APK file, or probably the best way to do it is just root it and install a custom ROM. Just load CM ROM on there. But for $160, look at the screen. Let's actually load up a game real quick. The games actually run pretty good. I would say the performance, I got about 40,000 on Antutu. The performance, I would say it's about somewhat between Note 2 and a Note 3. More like a Note 2 Plus. That's the performance of it. It's got an octa-core processor. Right? Games actually run pretty good. You don't need so much power these days just because a lot of the games, you know, that you don't really need the fastest processor in the world. I guess your loading times would be a little bit faster. And let's actually turn off the volume and see how loud the speakers go. The game is actually not bad. The speakers are actually not bad at all. It just crashed. Anyway, you can play pretty much most of the latest games. It's not the fastest processor in the world. Let's actually go and check out the camera. The camera is decent, I think. It's not probably, without even trying, it's probably not the best in the world, but check out the camera real quick. Camera seems to work just fine. The colors are kind of funky. I wouldn't say this is the best camera in the world, but I mean, you can take some photos with it for $150. All right, let's check out the front camera here. And I've got the LCD at full brightness, and you can see that it's not that bright. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Holy Jesus, you see that? It thinks it can actually tell how old I am. It can actually detect how old you are and if you're male or female. Let's do this. Let's take my head off. I am 29 years old, female. I don't know why it thinks that. I think it's really funny. So kind of cool. Let's go to the back camera here. All right, there's a bunch of filters. That's kind of cool. If you swipe to the left, HDR mode. All right, panorama, timer, manual, gradient, scene mode. All right, what happens if I hit this button? Picture quality, anti-banding. Wow, not bad. Okay, let me try, I think this just does 1080p. Let me try a video real quick. Video is not bad. It's a little shaky. Obviously, there is no OIS for $160. You're probably not getting OIS, but if you use a tripod, it should be fine. Let's actually play back this video, see how the microphone is real quick here. Probably not getting OIS, but if you use a tripod, it should be fine. Let's actually. So microphone is actually not that bad. Better than I thought. Not getting OIS, but if you use a tripod, it should. $160. Wow. It is compatible with all the GSM carriers out there, so most of you. And I know this phone is actually like really hot in South Korea. A lot of people are actually buying this because it's so cheap. I know in China it's super popular. In America, it's hard to get it. I mean, you can order it from Opomart. There's a couple other sites you can get it. It should be on Amazon soon also. But for $160, I am damn impressed. Look at this thing. $160, dual SIM, a working camera, not the fastest processor in the world, but you can play all of the latest Android games. And you should be able to easily root and install a CyanogenMod mod in here. So definitely I'll have a full review of this, but for right now, I'm definitely impressed. I feel like this could be the best Android smartphone you can get under $200. $160 US dollars I pay for. Probably in a couple months, it's probably gonna go down to $100. Even if you don't use it as a phone, I feel like you can actually use it as like a security live cam or something, or if you need a phone to do something, then this might be a good deal. I have the Asus Zenfone 2 as my live security cam, but I may replace it with this one. It's a pretty good phone. I mean, you can get removable battery and micro SD and dual SIM, right? It's pretty cool. And I forgot to just tell you, there is an IR blaster. Can you believe it? I think that's an IR blaster. I haven't tested it out, but I am 100% sure that's an IR blaster, meaning you'll be able to control your TV also. Something Samsung forgot with the Note 5, but a $160 phone like this has it. Man, incredible. If you're looking for a cheap phone for your kids maybe they're still in elementary school, middle school, high school, whatever. I mean, this may be the perfect gift. 160 bucks, you know. You can get one for your daughter, your brother, sister, grandmother, grandfather, and still would only cost you 800 bucks. You know, cost of like a new Note 5. Anyway, I'll have a full review of this. Thanks for watching this. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. And I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to let me know what you think of the $160 Redmi Note 2. This is not a joke. Pretty decent phone. I'll see you guys soon. As always, I'll stay